Yo, what's good everybody? It's your boy Malcolm and I'm back for another video, and today we are doing a movie review of the new Godzilla x Kong movie. But before we go any further, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It'll help me out a ton. I'm going crazy. I'm telling y'all, by the end of April, I'm going to be a YouTube partner, and that's going to be because of you guys and because of me, because I got to post the videos. But y'all for supporting, so please make sure to do all that good stuff. I'm going to set a like goal on this video for 25 likes. Can we get 25 likes on that video? I'd appreciate that a ton. But without further ado, let's get into the review. First and foremost, I do want to say thank you because I got invited to a early screening of the movie, which is always super fun. And I will say, I like this movie a lot. And I'm gonna be real, I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, but it was fun as shit. I'm not super into the entire world of like Godzilla and Kong, like this new universe that it has. I did see the first Godzilla movie. I saw Kong Skull Island. I saw Godzilla versus Kong. That shit was pretty fire. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't crazy about the way they hold my boy Kong. I'm a Kong fan, but I didn't like how they hold him. But other than that, that movie was pretty good. But this movie to me was probably my favorite one out of all those. That shit was fire. I also didn't see Godzilla Minus Zero, which I heard is actually the best one, but I haven't seen it yet. I will try to see it as soon as I can, especially after this, because this was fire. I fucking love this movie. So the movie is called Godzilla x Kong. I think it should be called Kong x Godzilla because if we're being honest, Kong was the main character of this story. Most of the story was following Kong and his journey in Hollow Earth. Now Godzilla was part of that journey for part of it toward the end of the movie, and like throughout the movie he had cameos where he was doing stuff, but this was definitely mainly a Kong movie, which is cool with me because I like Kong more than Godzilla. I love Godzilla. I think Godzilla is fucking cool. I love all things lightning and storm and things like that, and Godzilla does follow that, but I just think Kong is cooler. A big giant titan ape scrapping with people, going crazy. Like, Kong is just so much cooler to me, and I'm very glad that this movie was mostly him, and it had a lot of Kong fight scenes, which I loved. Even though I did like Kong, Godzilla, the little ape, the Scar King, all that stuff was super cool. I could have done without the humans. Just like all the movies that are about the titans and monsters and stuff like that, I don't need the human aspect of it. It's just annoying. I'm here and like, I get it. I get why it's necessary because just seeing a movie of all hands between these giant beasts, I guess it could get boring. I don't know if it will get boring to me, but you do need somebody to push the story along since these monsters can't talk or anything like that. So that's what the humans are there for. And that's cool. That's all fine and dandy. I just don't care about it. When they're in there for short spurts, that's cool. But when they take up too much time, I'm like, I don't really care about y'all. Can y'all get off my screen? Except for Brandon Tyree Henry. He was hilarious. I think he was absolutely awesome. I like him in everything I see him in though. My introduction to him was as Paperboy in the show Atlanta. And this role is so vastly different from that. He has so much range in his acting and he makes you forget that he could even be Paperboy. Great actor. I loved his parts. But other than that, I didn't really need the human aspects of it. I could have done without it. Speaking of which, I don't like the trope of magic girl controls giant beast. It seems very cliche. Now, granted, the cliche did come from King Kong, but it's just played out. I feel like they could have did a different spin on it. It gets a little boring to me to see that all the time. Like, in every story you see, it's always, I can talk to him. I can control him. It's like, all right, I get it. It's cool, but it's a little annoying. It's a little played out. Their relationship, it's cute. It's touching, but it's very cliche to me. Even the fact that the girl was like controlling Mothra and stuff, it just was a little too much for me. I do like it that these beasts are working with the humans, but I kind of like it when they work with the humans. And I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but I kind of like it when they work with the humans off like respect. When it's like, hey, I'll rock with you. You gang. We cool, man. Like, I got you. When it's like magic and it's like, oh, okay, we have a mental connection so I can feel your presence and I'm going to save you when you're needed. That's a bit much for me. And I know that that's super nitpicky, but that does bother me a little bit. Something that I loved about this movie was the relationship between Kong and the little monkey. That shit was fire. It was super cool seeing like that father-son relationship. And I know they're not actually father and son, but like Kong being the big bro, protecting them, and they were rocking with each other, and the little monkey would come help them out. Their relationship kind of reminded me of Kratos and his son. There were points in the movie where Kong was like, he was rocking with him, but he was like kind of annoyed by him, and he was bossing him around a little bit. That's like the Kratos, I think his name is Atreus. That's like the Kratos Atreus feel. They had that same vibe. Plus he got the axe and shit. He was in his Kratos bag this movie. Kong was really on his Kratos shit. And it was cool seeing that Kratos got to have a relationship with the little ape, because at the beginning of the movie, bro was lonely. He didn't have nobody. He didn't have no family. So it was cool to see him finally like get family. Now, when he first met the other apes and he's like, yo, I got homies now. And then they tried to jump him. That shit kind of fucked me up. But you know, Kong got them bro, Kong got hands. He was beating the shit out them other apes. And then the scene where, once again, Kong wanted family. So the scene where the other ape goes to fall off the cliff, Kong catches him and he's like, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I still want this family. And then bro tried to fight him and Kong like, all right, bro, looks like I gotta smoke you. And he kick him off the shit. That shit was fun. That was very fire and funny. And there were a lot of funny moments in this movie, which I wasn't really going into it expecting to laugh. But I did laugh a lot more than I thought I would. Like that moment where Kong kicked him off. When Kong started beating the other apes with the baby monkey, that shit was fire. There were a lot of funny moments in this movie. I didn't expect for Kong x Godzilla to have comedy, but it had comedy and it had good comedy. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't like too cheesy or they were trying too hard. Very well placed jokes from Brian Tyree Henry's character, and like a lot of physical comedy with Kong and the other beasts. It was cool. There were interesting parallels between Kong being lonely and not having a family, and then the girl was lonely. She didn't have a family. They both found family together. Granted, just like I said earlier, I didn't really care about her story arc, but that parallel was cool. I thought that was a little interesting to see like the parallel between the two of them and seeing like how the other people were like magic, and I guess they weren't magic. They had science, but the way that they were like controlling sending out the distress beacon and controlling gravity and shit like that. That part was pretty interesting to me. I like that. But even just realizing like how much they fit into this movie, because they fit Kong's whole story arc in the movie. They fit the girl's whole story arc. There was like the side story arc of Godzilla powering up. He was beating different beasts and attacking power plants to get his charge up so he could go after the ancient one at the end. Like there was a lot of shit they packed into this movie in a short amount of time. When I left the movie, I was talking to my girlfriend. I was like, damn, that was a really long movie. She was like, nah, it really wasn't that long. And I'm like, that's true. They really just packed a lot of shit in a short amount of time, and it didn't feel like it was rushed. Like it felt like it was a well-paced movie. But all right, let's talk about the main villain. I guess the star of the show in some way. Well, Kong was the star of the show, but the main villain in this bitch, Scar King. I'ma be real. I rocked with Scar King. Bro was an absolute demon. I didn't think he was going to be like that. Cause here's the thing. The whole movie, they were hyping him up like he was going to be this crazy force to be reckoned with. And then he got up off that throne. He was kind of skinny. He looked a little old and then raggedy. I'm like, bro, Kong is about to be the dog shit out of this dude. And it didn't really go like that. Scar King had the whip with the crystal on it, and he was going crazy. He was so much more agile and fast and acrobatic than Kong was. He was like jumping around and swinging the whip with the little blade on it. And look, Kong was doing his shit too. Kong was doing what he do, because Kong is still Kong. So I think if it wouldn't have been for that ancient monster, Kong probably would have beat him then and there, because he grabbed him off his back. He started beating the shit out of him. Then the other monkeys tried to come and help, and he was like, nah, I got this. Freeze him. And he hit him with the freeze ray, which was kind of lame, but at the same time, it was kind of cool. Because I'm a huge fan of How to Train Your Dragons, if you guys can't tell. But like in How to Train Your Dragons 2, there's this character, he's the villain, his name is Drago Bloodfist. And he goes and he gets the alpha dragon and controls that dragon and uses him to really like fuck everything up. And that's kind of what Scar King was reminding me of, because he was controlling the alpha, and that's how he was controlling the power and controlling all the other apes. It wasn't because he was that lit himself. He was lit, but he wasn't as lit as that big ass monster that he had control over. So the big ancient ice monster fucked my boy Kong up, which kind of pissed me off a little bit, but it was kind of cool because then he got his little robot arm, which I didn't think I was gonna like. In the trailer, when I saw Kong had an Infinity Gauntlet, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a little lame. I don't really want to see it, but I liked it. It was pretty fucking cool. Seeing a giant ape with a big ass metal glove just punching the shit out, bro. Kong really got them hands, bro. You don't want to see Kong in a one-on-one with fists, especially with the big metal one. He just boom, boom. That extra power is really different. The fight versus Kong and Godzilla was cool. I liked how Kong got his respect, you know what I'm saying? In the last movie, he kind of got hold. Kong did get one dub off in the last movie, but in this movie, Kong got his respect. He wasn't trying to fight Godzilla. He was just trying to rock out with him. Godzilla took it there, gave him a little action, and Kong was like, all right, bro, chill out. Mean uppercut and just got the wailing on him, picked him up by his tail, and he's like, yo, you coming with me. Now, yes, Kong did shoot off that little laser beam or whatever. Who cares? And yeah, Kong probably would have killed Godzilla if Mothra ain't pull up. But, he's Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I can admit Godzilla is stronger than Kong. Kong is cooler than Godzilla. But yeah, Godzilla is stronger than Kong. But seeing them tag team and work together was really fucking cool. Kong jumped on his back. They running in that bitch together. Teamwork. Godzilla is in his emo phase with the pink scales and everything. They go to do the big ass clash. I wish we would have got to see the clash. And be real, I was a little upset we didn't get to see it because of the little gravity. But whatever. That final battle was epic. And when you have a monster movie like this, it all comes to the final battle. Seeing the big, huge fight between the big titans colliding and doing what the hell they do as titans, it was great. It was super fire. Godzilla was getting his one-on-one in with the Ancient One, and Godzilla was doing his shit. He really was turning up. And Kong was beating the dog shit out of the Scar King. Only reason Scar King had the upper hand is because he was controlling the Ancient One. But once the little monkey broke that crystal, there really wasn't shit Scar King can do. Scar King got that acrobaticness. I don't know if that's a word, but he got that acrobaticness. He got that agility. He got all that, but that's really not shit compared to Kong's just brute strength. And it's not like Kong don't got acrobatics as well, but he really just got that brute strength. In Scar King, he couldn't hang with him, bro. He tried to, but he couldn't hang with him in that way. He got fucked up. Not just only did he get fucked up, but Kong grabbed him by his neck, held him in the sky, froze him down, and just crunch, buddy. That shit was fire. I'm gonna be real. It was fire. I love that movie way more than I thought it would. I thought I was just gonna be like, cool movie, nice fights, whatever. I actually enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I had fun the entire time. Only thing that I will say that I thoroughly dislike, like I'm saying this pissed me off a lot. At 2 points in the movie, there's a lot of spinning because they're in hollow earth. So like, I guess you can be facing up or down in any direction. So they do like a lot of like spinning and rotating of the camera, and that shit made me dizzy. It made me really dizzy. It only happened 2 times, but those 2 times were enough to piss me off a lot. Other than that, I don't have many negative things to say about this movie. It was really fucking good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I would love to go see. I probably will go see it again, but shit was fire. I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review. I had a blast seeing the movie. Great time reviewing it. Let me know what other movies are coming out soon that I should go see. I don't think anything that crazy is coming up anytime soon. If something is, let me know. I might have forgot something. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button. I'm trying to get this video to 25 likes. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.